still many unanswered questions. This over the new Somerset hospital shooting. Jean-Paul Malgas, a former cop and patient, overpowered and disarmed a police officer guarding a patient. He allegedly shot the officer and 2 other patients. But as officials seek answers, a heroic story has emerged. A nursing sister put her life on the line to avoid any more bloodshed. And Ayesha Ismail brings us her story.
I do feel that the investigation should be done in a swift manner because the circumstances surrounding the alleged killer arriving at hospital is a bit sketchy at this time.
Alan says he wants the facts to be made clear as soon as possible.
If there was any inefficiencies within the transportation of the alleged killer, but also in his not being arrested. So we are engaging the South African Police Service in this regard, and we're going to be very clear that should any officer not have done his or her job, then that person should be held accountable.
He says had Malgas been guarded, the killing of 3 people, including a police officer, may have been averted. But it was Sister Diane Seal who prevented further bloodshed. She had just come on duty that night at around 7 when she heard screaming.
Got into the lift, into the ward, saw one of our cops lying there, pool of blood. At that time, I thought the worst. But I heard, and then I looked up, I saw our patient. And he had a gun in his hand, pointing it at me, and all I could say was just shh. And I hugged him, and we walked into the cubicle. He asked me to close the door, which I did, because obviously, if he had seen anything else, I'd have ticked him off. So it was just the 2 of us.
She says it took a while to gain his confidence.
When it got a bit hectic, I asked him several times to put the gun down. We could even proceed to the office with just the both of us. Then he asked me to take him out. So I said, but I can't do that. The bottom line is I'm here for life and limb, to save it.
Seal said Malgas allowed her to step out to get an injection to sedate him. At this point, she asked the tactical team to move away.
I would say it again, if we had seen them, we would not be here to live to tell the tale.
She successfully sedated him and got him to get into bed.
But tiptoeing to the door, I went and I asked the tactical team to step in. And I stepped aside, and they came in. And normally they rush. They walked in. And they cuffed him, and they got the restraints.
Malgas has been charged with 3 counts of murder, the illegal possession of a firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, and robbery. Ayesha Ismail, Cape Town.